everybody, welcome back to the Dial 24. I'm Phil, thanks for coming back. And if this is your first time, welcome. Today, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. We are going to go ahead and do a build. And we're just kind of doing this build so that I can have some B-roll footage and some other footage, but at the same time, I like to document the builds and I would like to bring you guys along with me. So. Today we are going to be doing a GMT build. Beautiful bracelet. I'll show this to this camera right here as well. Nice, sturdy, machined clasp. It's gonna be a GMT. I'll show you guys here. I keep on forgetting that this isn't live, so we're good. Okay. All right, so first thing we wanna do is we want to put our finger cuts on because we will be dealing with the movement. I do want to get black finger cuts, so my wife was just like, yeah, those white ones don't look good. I was like, yeah, I know. By the way, everybody say thank you very much to Olia. She's back there doing some BTS for us. She's going to be doing a lot of our marketing reels and a lot of our photography. We both shoot Formula One, and she's been itching since Formula One's been over to do some shooting for everybody. So let's go, girl. Get it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Finger cuts. All right, so let's go ahead and really get this going now. First thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and take the movement out. Now, I've already separated the movement, the little washer that goes underneath the dial. I've already taken that out and set that aside over here with some crown stems and the spring bars and all of that stuff. They're already in here. But let's go ahead and get this washer out right now and throw that on there. Now I will also use my fine, sensitive touch tweezers. I like these. Very, very soft. They're Demonts. And we are gonna also use our handy dandy magnifier. Now be sure when you put it down, that you put it down to where the flaps are going up, to where it looks like the wings are going up like this. You don't want to put it where the center is proud. You want to put it where the outside edges are proud. And proud, I mean more dominant in the upward direction. All right, so now that we got that on there, we can go ahead and put our dial on. Check that out. Boom. I'll go ahead and get it out of there for you. Put my thumb over it so it doesn't go flying anywhere. Let it fall right there. Same thing here. Put that on, put your finger over the top so it doesn't go flying. Yeah. All right, once again, we're just gonna go ahead and file this down real quick. Puff it off. I need to wriggle off my fingers. Once again, don't puff this little thing because it will send that washer flying. There we go. Now you should be able to see a little bit at least. I'm not blocking all the views. This should actually just drop on nice and simply. Yeah, look at that. Just like butter. Let's clean up our workspace a little bit. Get these posts out of here. We don't need any loose metal hanging around a mechanical movement. It's like just asking for trouble. All right. Now, guys, we are ready for our hands. So I'm gonna set that aside. We'll break out our hands right here. And we'll actually go ahead and set them in one of these little flat Petri dishes. I don't mind them I'd rather them be in something, but sometimes I don't have these flat Petri dishes. All I have, sorry guys. All I have are like these little boxes. And the problem with the boxes are great, keeps them out, but the problem with the little boxes is because of the lid, if it accidentally like falls over or if you hit the lid, you're sending those pieces flying. So I like these little flat Petri dishes. And I also like letting them sit out around here, but if you sneeze, that's the end of that. All right, so let's dive into these hands. We will get our hand pusher tools. And like I said, I do like to keep my workspace clean. So let's go ahead and put a couple of things away that we're not gonna use anymore. And get a couple of things out that we are gonna use. So things that we are gonna use, we're gonna use this little lens cleaner. And I like to hit it on the side of the desk just to get any dust out of here. So this way you could just, dust off your dial and get any loose dust that might have landed along with this. Okay? And then you have your hand pusher tools. How about that, guys? Here you go. Let's go ahead and get this on there. Enough dilly-dallying, we got work to do. No, I am just kind of OCD about things. So before I really dive in, I like to make sure that this is perfectly clean because this is going out to you. So once again, that's sealed up, that's covered up, no dust is hitting that. And now we're gonna dive into actually putting hands on this. So just hang out with me and this top down should get some of this. So let's go ahead and get into that now. All right, so also guys, before we really go any further, we need to go ahead and make sure that our hands are in the proper position. And in order to do this on the NH35, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and pull it out into the time set position to where you'll actually be rotating hands. And actually just go ahead and spin it until you're changing the time, until you start to see that date wheel change, which means it's coming around to exactly 12 a.m. And mine just started to rotate, so we're gonna go ahead and show that rotation here, and I'm also gonna be quiet because I listen for a click, and that's how I know it's exactly at 12 a.m. And I go really slowly, guys, just so I know my hands are getting right to 12. As soon as it clicks. I think it just clicked, but I missed it because I was talking to you. So I'm gonna go around one more time just to be sure. Sorry, guys, but I am gonna be quiet for this one and not explain because now you already know what I gotta do.
Wait for silence. You might be quiet, but the world never stops.
The world doesn't stop. All right, we're starting to rotate. And what's funny is I see a little piece of dust right there that I'm gonna get off. It was actually on the date wheel, huh? And here we go, nice and slow. I heard. Yeah. Probably even got picked up on the mic here. I'll listen for it. But now I know my hands are exactly at 12 a.m. Okay, that's typically how we do this. Now, the good thing about the GMT, because the GMT is kind of independent and it just moves around, and you can set it wherever you want because that's what the color GMT does. Actually, you know what? I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be picky here, guys. It doesn't matter, but I am gonna make it matter. And I am gonna install it right at the 12. That's just how I am. Because yes, you can set it later. And it's not a huge deal, but I'm gonna put it right at 12. Now another trick I've learned is I put my palm down, I rest one of my fingers on the actual pad, like a knuckle or something like this. I got enough choke on the plunger itself, and I use my other hand to kind of brace it, just to make sure that there's no movement. And I want to make sure I'm getting a complete straight up and down. And there we go. She's on there. And we'll go ahead and check that by spinning the time, and there we go. At 6 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And at 12 o'clock, right now, the way it's set up, it is going to switch and click. Ready? Oh yeah, a couple seconds before. It's not the end of the world. Sorry guys, this is me being a little just perfectionist, making sure I'm good on these. Take it seriously. Yeah, I'm dead on, and that's good. But you should just know that we're taking that seriously for you. You're our customers. We want to make sure you guys are getting the best product, and we're paying attention to those little details. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that these are perfect for you guys. All right, so next we just need to move to our hour hand. And now we know that once again we are at the 12 o'clock position because that's where it snapped into place, is 12 o'clock position. Another trick I've learned is you will often not be able to pick these up and flip them over, but if you have this little pad, this like gel pad, you can just kind of drop it and it'll usually land straight up and down for you. But what I also am going to do is I am going to, no I'm not, I'll be okay. Let's just go ahead and do it here. Alright guys, I'm gonna get real quiet because the minute hand, they progressively get worse. From the GMT all the way down to the second, it gets a little bit harder, a little more concentration to get these on there. It's really easy when you use two hands. Like you kind of push this way while this one's pushing the opposite way. So it makes the smooth movements really minute and micro. So right here guys, what I'd like to do is just to make sure that they're all parallel with each other. You do a little front back side to side moving, and it looks like this minute hand is sitting a little bit down in the front. So that means I need to push down in the back and just make it stand up a little bit on its post. And I think right now I should be pointing up a little bit more than anything else. Yes, there we go. And now you should see nice, good, clean gapping in between all of these. Let's get some background for you guys. There you go. Ta-da! All right, so now that that's done, let's give it one more quick spin, see if everything goes around really well. Boom, look at that, not one interference. Nice and smooth, nice and clean. 12 p.m. And as we approach 12 a.m., do my gut and get the snap. Oh, there we go, just a few minutes before. I'll take it. You don't need to be up at 12 o'clock a.m. anyways. All right, now unlike the minute and hour hand and GMT hand, this one doesn't really need to be going on at a specific time. Just needs to go on right. And then set it with the tool. See, it's really not that hard, guys. I was just bad angle. I'll just go ahead and make sure that this is set, because I've had to deal with a loose hand before, and then it just kind of jiggles and falls off, and it doesn't look good, and it's annoying. She didn't sign up to have a bad hand. All right, let's go ahead and see what happens. So now that that's all done, we are going to remove this temporary crown and crown stem, and I like to just stand it up on its edge like this, and I grab one of my little pin pusher tools, and I put a little bit of upward pressure on the crown and crown stem already, and as you're doing that and you push this little button, it'll just disengage and slide out of its location. And there you go, your movement's still moving. You can do all your dusting off and get ready to install your new crown stem, which I already have set over here. And I already have one cut from before. It was cut wrong, but sometimes depending on the case, things can be a little bit different. And as opposed to just wasting what I think might be a perfectly good crown stem, I'll go ahead and try to reuse that one just to make sure it can be used. So we'll give it a whirl. Give it a couple puffs here, here, here. Oh, that looks so good. I had no idea it was gonna look that good, guys. I just spit all over myself. That's how good it is. All right, I can't wait to show this to you. You're gonna be hopefully as excited as I am, because this looks just fucking fabulous. Hold on, no, you're not getting that sneak peek yet. Nobody is just yet. I gotta get this set in properly and on. It is in. See that? All right, guys, so that is in there, and she looks fabulous, and we are happy, and I can't wait to get this sealed up, and I gotta find my puffer because I'm ready to keep moving, and here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cleaned off here, and I do like to, once again, I'll go ahead and hold this in place with a wooden dowel. Don't ever touch the inside of a movement with your fingers, anything metal. Where's my wooden dowel? Where'd that go? Right here. Yeah, like those oils, one will get on things, and anything metal could potentially scratch, and that's obviously not good, and we don't want that to happen. So hold this in place. Just kind of do some wipes. Just kind of clean off any oils that might be in there. Not saying that there are, but just me making sure that no fingerprints on anything. Remove all the fingerprints, no evidence. All right, so like I said, we do have, a tray here with another, what might be a good crown stem. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Get my needle nose pliers. And then we'll go ahead and screw on this crown. I'd be so happy if this worked on the first try and I didn't have to do any cutting. This would be great. I know you guys want to see me cut up a stem, but I'd much rather go in without having to do any cutting or any of that kind of manipulating. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think that was actually my last mess up was my next watch's perfection. Look at that. That went right in there. And does it screw down right? Yep, screws down perfectly. Oh, right down to the case. Perfect. Not one bit of adjustment needs to be made. It comes out, pops off the barrel. I couldn't be happier than a pig in shit, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna do a slight little adjustment and move that just the tiniest bit to that direction. Now I'll just go ahead and get this on there and we'll seal it up. Oh, hold on. Good habit, guys. One last little puffy puff. Anything out there? Anything? Sealed up. And I think I like to give it a little backspin until I feel it catch that groove. And then just do a little finger twist and get it on there. Then you can do a couple more little finger twists, and then you can get your Bergeon. Bergeon, you want to sponsor me? Would love to get some more tools. Ah, yeah. Guys, look at that. Oh, she's just, isn't she lovely? Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ooh, yeah. All right, guys, after a little bit of struggle and getting, it's a really, really tight bracelet. It's no sag, very tight bracelet, really good machining, high tolerances. So here she is in all her glory. I think she's great. That gray spiral pattern dial, like look at that, guys. Don't you want that? You know you do, you can buy it. We sell it right here at Time Panda Watches, timepandawatches.com. All right, I got a phone call in 5 minutes. Thanks for hanging out. Here's the watch, guys. I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about the build. If there's anything we can do better, let us know. I'm Philip Hurst. We're Time Panda Watches. Check us out. Have a good one. Thanks again. Bye.